you got to get the old Wisconsin natural casings fully cooked because it goes a little faster. So I'm just doing this for lunch, and sorry, that was really close. So today is it's our Friday, and we got some real fun things planned, like shampooing the carpets and maybe going on a bike ride. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is I've been considering purchasing DVC. And hold on, I gotta close this. We don't want the brats to actually cook. Anyways, I've been considering purchasing DVC. And I went on a Facebook page with a bunch of owners. I've talked to the DVC guide, and I'm still kind of unsure. So tell you what I've learned, and I'm going to take you through this while I make my brats, because I'm a multitasker. So what I've learned is that so DVC, and I'd like you to comment below if you have any opinions. I've been in the Facebook group, a DVC store Facebook group, and I've been kind of going through it, with crunching numbers and figuring things out. Obviously, the less you pay per point, the faster you're going to break even, and that's obvious. And banking, the borrowing. I have a relative who has like 60 points at Alani, and I think they have something. They're misunderstanding something, because I asked her about it and she goes, oh yeah, we can bank forever. And I'm like, no, it does expire after a while. Your points do. You can only bank for like the next use year, and she was unsure about that, so I told her to talk to her guide. So hopefully she got the right information, because from what I understand, if I buy 100 points, right now they're gonna give me the 2018 points, and it's almost August of 2019. Those points I can bank, but I'd have to use them in the 19 to 2020 year. So I'd have to use, if I got December 2018 points and it's 2019, I only have until like November 31st of 2020 to use them. We're not planning on going until 2021, so I'd have to either use them, go to Disney or one of the properties, or rent or transfer. So I'm kind of looking at, what does that really mean? So I'm looking at purchasing, and I did a lot of research on resale versus direct. Obviously, it's cheaper to buy resale, but I want to purchase at Old Key West because of our family size. We will realistically use the two bedroom villas, and I'd like to be closest to the hospitality house. So I want to purchase Old Key West. And I don't see a lot of the 2057 extensions. I know they're out there, people have told me, and I think I saw one posted yesterday, but it was for like, I don't know, 200 points. And I only really want 100 points. I don't want to get more points just because I can, and then have to pay the maintenance fees on points that I think are a little excessive. We don't go every year, I'll be honest. We go every other year, but when we go, we do stay in Deluxe, we stay at Grand Floridian, we stay at Yacht Club, we stay in places that have more amenities. I have stayed at Value Resorts. I have stayed at Moderate. The rooms are kind of small. We have 6 in our family, and then we have to get 2 rooms, and even then I feel like it's still a little bit small. So that's why I'm looking into the villas as more of a realistic way to vacation. And we've been going consistently, I think, since 2007. I really wish I would have purchased DVC in 2007, because I probably would have broken even a while ago. But I'm kind of looking at the ins and outs. There's things I like, there's things I don't like. I don't like paying direct prices, but to be honest, Old Key West has the best direct prices, and that's really where I want to stay anyways. So I'm happy with that. The resale is a lot less. It's only like, 100 to 106, but most of them only go to 2042. I would like to give them to my kids. I know one of my older sons will use them sooner than later. I'd like to be able to do that. And the extension 2057 points, honestly, are not as cheap as, the 42. So then you're like, well, how much of a difference is it realistically between direct and the 2057 extension points? Then I'm like, oh man, hold on. Oh, I think I'm I can't burn the brats today, so you'll have to excuse me. I think I have them too high. I'm not very good on the grill. I probably shouldn't be the one cooking these. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, and I can't get this to open. Do you ever? Oh, geez. I can't get these. Oh, good. I got them. I don't know how these open. I like play with them and then all of a sudden they open. I'm not really sure what I'm doing to get them to open. So here's my brats right here. So they're cooking with my tongs. Anyways, so it's hard to pull the trigger on such a purchase. I've been thinking about this though for so many years, and everything seems to get in the way from making this type of purchase. But realistically, we go to Disney, we go to Hawaii every other year. We spend, thousands of dollars for each. We save for a couple of years and then we go. So we went to Hawaii a couple of years ago, and I'm thinking, man, I can probably go to Aulani because we stay in Maui and it's really expensive. I have to save for like an entire year to afford the cost of the condo we stay in. So if I can maybe use, go to Aulani, Hawaii to me is one of my favorite places, but maybe I can use my points, to make that trip every other trip instead of doing, go to Disney, go to Aulani and flip it up that way. I do think I'm going to come out on top doing it. There's just so many variables. I mean, people are like, you have to buy resale, but I want to be able to, and it's, I want to be able to stay at the new resorts that are coming out. I think that would be fun. I want to be able to say I have a difficult time and I have to sell them for some odd reason. I don't think selling points that expire in 2042 is the best thing, especially, I don't know. See, I do this, I go back and forth. Ultimately, I'm thinking of getting 2 50-point direct contracts because I want to stay small. If I go every other year, I'm going to be banking and borrowing, and 300 points is plenty for us. I mean, we can stay in a 2-bedroom with that many points, and if I end up short, I can always purchase like 25 points cash, if I need to. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, everything's expensive, but it's not, it's doable, I guess, for a small add-on like that. So I guess if I could find a 2057 contract for a reasonable price on the resale market for 100 points, I would totally jump on it, but I haven't seen many, and the ones I've seen are just too many points, and I have to think of, you have to think about the maintenance fees. Those don't go away. So that's where my head is right now. Do I think DVC is great? Yeah, I couldn't see myself paying $200 a point though. I don't think that for us that would be economically sound. I've always gotten good prices on hotel rooms. I think it's just the way we travel when everyone goes. And maybe I'm naive. I've got 2 older sons and maybe they're not going to want to travel with us anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like daydreaming that they're going to want to come on every trip. So I have 2 older sons who are 18 and 22, and then I have 2 little ones that are 6 and 9. Obviously, I will be using this for a long time because of my 2 little ones, because they love to go. And the flights for us are not that bad. I've gotten flights for $150. The most I've spent is $300, but we use miles. We charge on our miles card and then pay that off, and then we have the miles for our trips. So I usually do pretty well with the flights. That's not so much my concern. As far as the perks that go with direct, I don't know that I'm going to use them, so that's why I'm like, why am I doing direct? The annual pass is a great deal. It's almost as much, the gold pass, it's almost as much as what we pay, obviously, for one trip, but it's still a little bit more, so it doesn't make sense unless I plan on going twice a year. I do have a brother who lives in Florida, so it's possible that we might go twice a year if I want to, and visit them, but and have a place to stay, and maybe do the parks twice a year. But I'm not going to say that's a huge perk for me. The events, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do right now. If you guys want to comment, give me any feedback. I know that everybody says it's so personal. It is, but I like the idea of being able to be in a bigger place, and I feel like when you make that purchase, I mean, I'm spending $3,000 to $6,000 in lodging when we go, and I'm spending, only 3 trips. I would probably break even with my lodging if I bought even direct at Old Key West. So I don't know. Any other opinions on other resorts would be great. I'll tell you, the resorts we've liked the most have been Yacht Club and Grand Floridian, but the prices of those points are not worth it to me as far as, you know, committing to years and years. I'll probably try to stay there again, but it's not like I won't be happy at Old Key West. I think it's a really pretty resort. It's kind of different. I mean, we live in, as you can see, the country. Kind of, we are used to the log look, so wilderness doesn't really appeal because that's really what we are used to. If you go to any restaurant around here, it looks like the Wilderness Lodge. So I'm looking for more of that Florida, that lighter colored, laid back kind of atmosphere that's just relaxing. So anyways, I'm considering that, and we will see.